Hi, this is Christian from the Forest Elephant Foundation. I'm providing a report for the first year and a half of our multi-year project, Guinea Forest Elephants, with the International Elephant Foundation. Thank you very much for their continued support. So I wanted to start, the first year of the project finished at the beginning of this year. The first objective, which was to establish an emergency fund. So it's been decided that this emergency fund is going to be held for technical and financial support for the prosecution of cases involving illegal poaching, illegal logging, and trade of protected species and their products. So the emergency fund will be used for things like, for logistics, for fuel, for motorbikes to recover any alleged offenders from the site of the arrest, meals while they're waiting prosecution, any additional communications, transport to the court, and an accommodation for representatives to follow up with the case in court, which is very important. We've also operationalized an elephant warning system. So a community's warning system protocol has been developed, which is part of the report. And now basically this will be an emergency warning system will be triggered when an elephant, one of the collared elephants, Big John or Little John at this stage, breach a geofence area and spend time in villages crop raiding. So people have been identified in different villages to receive the alerts, and then a mixed community auxiliary ranger team will be deployed, and then before the elephants have arrived there, they'll carry out awareness in the villages where it's thought that the elephants will pass through or carry out the crop raiding. In addition to the establishment of the Emergency Wildlife Fund, Objective 2 of the project was to provide law enforcement training, and a training workshop on combating wildlife crime was held in Seredou in Guinea from the 5th to the 7th of September last year. And the training was an effort to strengthen the transboundary collaboration between Guinea and Liberia to manage cases related to wildlife crime in the Ziama-Walagizi area. So the 46 participants in total, including 21 from Liberia and 25 from Guinea, including 3 facilitators, attended. And the training consisted of 14 modules, including wildlife crime, looking at case studies of previous human-elephant conflict situations, chimpanzees and international tracking networks, the principles of undercover investigation and network infiltration, intelligence-led law enforcement, arrest operations and corporations, interrogations, etc. So that was very successful and included many different positions from involved in the law enforcement process. And then thirdly, ahead of the objective to collar and replace and collar additional forest elephants, there's been a reinforcement of elephant monitoring so that we can be prepared to deploy the vet and the additional collars when the time comes. So in year 2 of the project, the elephant warning system has been operational, and as per the elephant warning system protocol, the rangers have been carrying out awareness when the elephants are in and around the communities, and so far a total of 78 people, including 25 women, have been informed and advised on the behaviour to adopt with elephants when they come close. In June 2024, for example, a team was deployed to Kaboda to assess the presence of a bull after receiving a report from the community, and the team assessed the damages caused to the people's crops and reported that 5 people had been affected by elephant crop raiding in Basadu and Enzabella, where the elephants ate 130 plants of maize, 12 plants of pineapples, and 83 plants of bananas. So we continue to learn about the human-wildlife conflict situation in the region thanks to this project. So as you know, Big John and Little John were collared 2 years ago as part of the project with International Elephant Foundation. Unfortunately, Big John's collar this year stopped transmitting the GPS signal, which meant that we decided to bring the replacement of their collars forward by 1 year. It also made sense with some other funding that had been secured for other collaring operations in the region. So we contracted a vet to come and recollar. We also wanted to attempt to collar the solitary male that we'd attempted to collar 2 years ago, because he demonstrates quite a lot of crop raiding behaviour. So the goal was to recollar Big John, Little John, and add a collar to the solitary male. Unfortunately, Big John, because of the GPS transmission not working, we relied on older tracking methods. His VHF part of the collar is still transmitting, so we're able to locate him that way when close enough. However, unfortunately, it looks like he crossed over the border back into Liberia. So despite hundreds of kilometers of tracking him, on this occasion we haven't been able to track him down and replace his collar. So the vet is on standby, and he's planning to go back before January this year, and recollar Big John. In the meantime, the efforts were refocused to Little John and the solitary male. I'm pleased to say that Little John's collar has been replaced successfully, and is working well. So we continue to learn from him. Unfortunately, the large solitary male charged the vet, which caused the dart gun to fall on the floor and step on it. So the dart gun was damaged, which means we're now having to purchase a new dart gun for the region so that we can collar him next time. So there is a collar available for him, and discussions will be ongoing about whether to continue efforts to collar the solitary male with a new dart gun, or whether we should identify a new elephant for the darting operation. So for now, the vet is on standby, so the focus is on replacing Big John's collar, possibly placing another collar, and then our third objective, which was due originally this year, to deploy IEC materials about wildlife crime laws, will take place next year. So it's been a successful project so far, and I'm really excited to see how things develop next year once we've got all the collars on and operational. So thank you very much to the International Elephant Foundation for the funding that they've provided for this project, and also thank you to Fauna and Flora and the Centro Forestier de Nzerecore for carrying out this project on the ground. I look forward to providing my next update soon, and thanks very much.